Welcome back to Tuesday Tweaks. Conversions. Everybody wants more conversions. We're going to help you get them. NISA.co.nz is looking to get more conversions and selling their female undergarment products. We're going to help them. It's going to be pricing. It's going to be easy to read, I think. Let's see what it's about. Okay, our Shopify merchant for this edition of Tuesday Tweaks is nisa.co.nz. And Z, of course, meaning New Zealand. They make quality women's underwear. Now, their motto is underwear or ethical underwear. Ethical underwear. Interesting twist. They've got a good cause wrapped up with their product line, in that the underwear that they make for ladies is manufactured by refugees who've come to New Zealand. Kind of a cool idea. And they get their use 100% organic cotton and a few other things as well. And all that's pretty good. Now, this was sent to us by Alicia over at NISA. And she one thing she wants. She sends me a lot of inferences and references, and she's sent me a couple competitors she's concerned about to compare to, and she wants more conversions. The most common thing we hear from every Shopify merchant: more conversions. And I don't mind talking about it because conversions is the name of the game. So let's get to it. This is the landing screen, but you know what? When you first get here, it's really good. Join our mailing list. This is a well done subscription form. It pops up, but you can still see the cool page flicking around in the background back there. It matches the theme. You know where you are. This is good. One thing I would recommend: tie an offer into this. It's very easy to do. You can say, get 10% off your first purchase, or get a free hosiery or free upgrade item if you subscribe. You're going to get more conversions on your mailing list, and especially this Christmas, your mailing list is going to be solid gold for you. I note that your competitors have the similar thing here. You mentioned Thunderpants as being a competitor. I'm going to come back to to Thunderpants. They've got the same type of setup. It's very nice. That works really well. Okay, so let's go back to this page. Now, a couple things that strike me right away. First things first, love these nice photographs, right? That's great. But now look at this image. This is your homepage landing image. Look up here. This is where your navigation is. On every screen, that navigation virtually disappears. It is so hard to see. I have no idea. It took me a while to find it. I didn't know how to navigate. I think your customers are having a similar problem. And you know what? It's not, Alicia, it's not just here on this page. It's also on your mobile. These are some screen captures I took off of iPhone 6S, which is one of the most popular iPhones still in use today. But you can see navigation, white lettering on this overexposed photography is difficult to read. Now, you don't have to change your photography. You don't have to change the white text. I like all of that. But you have to decrease the exposure, or actually increase the exposure. This is an underexposed setting, so it looks really bright. Make the colors deeper, darker, and richer. All that white text will pop out better. I would have a much easier time navigating. Bring this back. Next thing is, love this. See this little offer way up here at the top? It's in every screen. Buy 2 briefs, get 50% off the third with the code 3-pack. Hard to read, make it bigger. It's up, it's your pop, it's your landing, hit them in the face with a cool offer. You want to make sure they see it real fast. In fact, I might even put something like that in these hero images. One more thing I'd like to understand. NISA. I looked all over your website. Maybe it exists there. I have no idea what NISA means. It could have been the National Institute Space Administration for New Zealand. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm trying to tell you that I don't understand what that means. I read your entire About Us page. I don't understand what that means. So I think you need to take and explain yourself a little bit better about what NISA means. So 3 things. Make this easier to read, tell people what NISA means, and change the exposure in photographs, and get your cool little buy 2, get the third 50% off 3-pack offer, get it more in the customer's face. Something else, look, these are all very nice. Now this one, I can see a Shop Now down here. See how it almost blends in? That Shop Now button, let's go ahead and go back there. This Shop Now button right down here, an About Us button, hard to read. The colors almost blend into the floor completely. I'm a color sensitive guy. Actually, give me a test. I can see more colors than 99% of the people on the populace. There's a big segment of the population. I promise you have to trust me on this. We don't have time to go into the science of it. There's a big segment of the population who will not notice there's a difference between this color and this color and this color and this color. This will become one solid blend of just text floating down there to their eye. It's not because they're bad people. It's because we all have different amounts of color receptors in our head. I got a lot. Some people have medium. Some people don't have very many. Get that fixed. From there on down, very conventional. This is straight. This is nice. I like this layout. You start to tell your story right here. Supporting women, start to tell your story here. That's very, very nice. Next, I looked at a specific product, the Alana bralette. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Alana bralette, $99 New Zealand. Let's talk about this. This is their product page. It's nice. It's good. I'm not sure that bralette, you're describing it as a bralette, okay? What's the best way for a man, such as me, to describe this? When I look at this, I see a sports bra. This is the type of athletic gear or active wear. These are words that you're not using. Now, it's important because you want to get better SEO, right? That's another one of the things that's a factor in your conversion. You're not going to get that if they can't find you searching for things that are automatically springing to mind, and you're not going to change the populace's programming. So I think you need to take and find words besides bralette, although it sounds very nice, find words for the things people are shopping for. Sport, in this case, sports bras, activewear undergarments. These are the types of things I think you should do. Something else. I notice this is a lot. Some of the most common things I'm correcting people or helping, correcting is the wrong word, common things I'm helping Shopify owners with right now, there's no risk reversal. I want you to look at this. I'm a new shopper. I'm scrolling around here on this page. I don't have any risk reversal here. In case you're wondering what risk reversal is, it's something that makes me feel like I'm not taking a risk and that you as the merchant are taking more of the risk. It makes me feel better about the purchase. It's proven to increase conversions. We're talking about different places to put that. You're offering me a complimentary item here. That's kind of nice. There's a 5-pack and more options. This is great. How do I know? I'm looking at this. I got to tell you, it's an expensive bralette. We're going to talk about this a little bit more right here too. Circle it, it's that important. This is a $99. This is a premium product. This is not a low-priced product. That's another challenge we have to deal with. How do I know what happens if I'm not satisfied? Now, see, I know you have a return policy. Where is it? I know where it is. It's here, and it's also at the bottom of the page, right here. That's a problem, though, because customers don't look hard like I do. They're looking, and sometimes they're not looking. They're looking subconsciously. They want something to take the risk away. You've got empty space. You've got space. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. You've got spaces that you can use. You've got this space here, and you've got some valuable space right here on all of your product pages. Now, let me show you what I mean by cool risk reversal things. These are sample images that I'm going to show you. This, when I say risk reversal trust badges, this is the kind of thing I mean. See that? This is another kind of thing that I mean. Now, these aren't designed for your site. They don't match your color. They don't match your font. They don't match your style. I get that. They're samples for you to evaluate. Do you need something like this, right? Since you offer free returns, okay, for if somebody spends over a certain amount, you need to tell them that in a way right here. Free delivery purchase over $100, get more information, tell them here, tell them that you can take and give them a great deal. This thing, risk-free, 100% guarantee. Now, I'm not going to quibble about the mechanics or the economics of your particular return policy. I see that it's competitive with those of some of your competitors. That said, if you communicate it here, since you have a return policy, hey, if somebody's not satisfied, they can get exchange or store credit within 14 days. I read that in your policy, right? If there's ever a problem with your merchandise, they can get a return or exchange, no hassles, no questions. I read that in your return policy, but they're not going to look for it like I am. I'm looking. I find these things because I'm looking really hard. The average customer is doing an impulse buy. They're buying right now. They need to see it right now. You need to see this 100% risk-free guarantee, no hassles, return. In fact, because of yours, I would say no hassles, return, 100% quality satisfaction guarantee. Those are 2 word phrases that will help you sell more, I believe, and you need to communicate it right here on your product pages where customers can see it really, really fast. You want conversions? I suggest you try that. I looked online, your product pages look fine on mobile devices. Very, 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 very important. They also, your shopping carts look fine online. Again, very, very important. I'll say something else as well too. Again, I was checking on both on browsers, Safari in this case. I also checked in Google Chrome, and I also looked here on my iPhone, as I said. Here's your shopping cart. Something I'm now Lisa, you're doing really well. I'm just pointing it out because everybody needs to do these particular things. And I'm kind of picky about it. Let me get these things out. All right. I'm talking about here, PayPal, Apple Pay checkout. I love PayPal and Apple Pay. When I'm dealing with a brand new retailer a brand new merchant who I've never worked with before, with a good site, I like to pay the first time with Apple Pay or with PayPal. Why? Because they watch my back. If I have any problems, I've got recourse. And it works. When I go for my second, third, and fourth purchase, I might give you my credit card and let you keep it on file once I trust you. But those are important for right now. Now I'm going to come back to something else, and you probably don't want to hear it, and it's going to be a little bit painful. So let's talk about conversions here. I know you have a good message. I know that you're helping refugees. I know that you have 100% organic products, and you get I read all these things. You get your elastic, extra soft elastic from Portugal. You have all these stories to tell, and that's great. Your pricing is $99. Your competitor, who you pointed out that you wanted to compete with, these guys, they charge, I'm going to put this right down here, for similar things. I'm not saying it's identical. I'm not saying it's even comparable. Yours is probably 10 times better. For the customer's perception, theirs is half the price. I also went out, and hopefully this doesn't hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to help you close more deals. Went to Amazon. I did some comparative searching for similar products. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I don't know anything about your particular products or what goes into your products or where your profit margins are. That's in my business. I'm telling you from a marketing perspective, to get more conversions, you're still twice the price of what's on Amazon. So these guys, Thunderpants, you listed them as a competitor that you're worried about and you wanted me to look at. I looked at them. They are competitive with super premium women's tops of this nature. They are competitive with Amazon. You're more expensive. I think you really need to look at it, evaluate where your price points are, or find a way to build the value even higher, because it's not going to work otherwise, in my opinion. Again, your shopping cart works great. It works fine. But see these places? I'm going to circle them here. We talked about those trust badges. Customers can bail on shopping carts. So giving those trust badges here as well, find the spots, find a place to put trust badges, trust seals in these locations. I'm telling you, it cuts down on shopping cart abandonments, which is kind of the pet peeve and bane of every Shopify merchant in the history of Shopify merchants. Okay, that's it. That's a lot. These are only supposed to be 10 minutes. I know I've gone more than 10 minutes, so we can't go any more. But see, there's a couple of actionable things. You can do these things. If you need help implementing any of these things that I mentioned, if you can't do it yourself, the guys at Task Husky, there's developers there, the guys and gals there, they can certainly help you as well. I hope that I've been helpful, because that's always my goal. Our goal with these things is to help Shopify merchants get more sales, be more successful, and be happy campers in the Shopify ecosystem of awesomeness in which we all participate. Love you all. Have a great day. See you next time on Tuesday Tweaks.